Hepinize merhaba arkadaşlar. Bugün Kingdom Come'a kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Hatırlıyorsunuz ki önceki bölümde bize baskın yapmışlardı köyümüze. Bize başka bir köyü uyarmaya gidiyorduk. Buraya gelmiştik, bacağımızda ok saplıydı. Buradakilerden yardım istemiştik. Ve en son görevimiz keşfedilmemiş ya falan. Dinlenecektik galiba. Fırıncı varmış şurada. Tamam. Yemek yiyelim be.
He's a generous man and a good one. Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
İyi geceler.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Yani şu ara sahne bitsin. Ne var ne yok hepsini çalıp yiyeceğim. Yemek önemli. Ne olmuş la bize? Baba ölüyor bizimki. Al bunu. Al. Bizimki açlıktan gebermiş oğlum. Şuradan almıştık. Mercimek püresi mi? Ye bakayım. Tamam herhalde dolmuştur. Yo. Daha yemem lazım. Ekmek yiyelim azıcık. Tavuk, yuvarlak ekmek. Başka ne var? Fırında tavuk. Göm. Şunların hepsini al ya. Bizimki uykusu da gelmiş. Bak gözler gidiyor vallahi. Al bana da al. Elmaları da al. Lan hayır değilim. Uza uza. Oğlum geliyorlar. Ana. Kapat. Kapat kapıyı kapat. Lan geldiler. Nasıl özel bir bölgede? La bir salın.
What was that? Come here, Billy Liver.
Oğlum.
Well, lad. Enough. Someone saw you stealing. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn.
Oğlum yeni geldik ya. Yeterince param yok. Gizli bir görevim var. Gizli bir
Look, I'll tell you
görevim
the
var.
truth, but you mustn't tell anyone. The Lord of Ratai sent me on a secret mission. And to do it, I have to bend the law a little now and again. Understand?
You'd make a stuffed bird laugh, but that won't help you much.
Ya mecbur kaçacağız ki. Para yok zaten.
You call that combat?
Mother of God!
Abi geçeyim mi?
Is that all you've got?
Vurma. Bir dur, bir dur, bir dur, bir dur. Öldüm.
Come on.
Oğlum öldüm lan. Dur lan. Teslim
You
oldum.
were seen thieving. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
Yeterince param yok.
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men.
What of it? The law?
That's too much. I don't have that much coin.
You don't pay? You go to jail.
Mecbur
Jail?
kabul edeceğiz.
All right, let's go and get it over with quick.
You'll love it there. It's all set up specially just
Benim
for the
gibiler
likes of
nasılmış
you.
lan?
And hand over all the stuff you stole.
Ya 3 tane elma ya.
You're free to go.
What? Are you serious?
Sir Divish doesn't want our hero locked up.
Great.
Go then, you fucker.
Ne? Oğlum var ya seni döverdim de neyse. Benden güçlüsün. Bu arada şey gördüm ya. Şey demişsiniz, özelliklerini kullan demişsiniz. Bir yerde bir özelliklerimiz varmış onu. Ha, kuvvet. Onu mesela arttırabiliyor muyuz? Mücadele etme. Ha. Kuvvetli bir şey kullanabiliyoruz. Mesela neymiş bu? Rakibin vuruşlarının kalkanı engelleme 130 daha dayanır. Yok. Ölü ya da baygın bedenleri taşımak da dayanıklılığını götürmez. Rakibine kafa kolda üstün gelme şansı. 7 kilogram daha fazla. Bence bu iyi ya. Veya aslında biriktirip rakibine koşarak çarparsan sağlığını ve dayanıklılığını azaltabilirsin. Sıkı denetim. Böyle düşmez. Mesela şu kafa açıcı neymiş? Rakibin kafasını ağırarak yere yıkma şansın %10 artar. Sağlığının da... Ya şu iyi bence ya. Şimdilik yumruk kullanıyoruz ya zaten. Önümü göremiyorum ki, ağzıma vurdular. Ha, burası. Otur bakalım. Uyu. Bayağı uyuyalım ya. Canımız 100 olsun işte. Aa. Aynen. Nasıl uyuyacağım? Başla. Tamam. Uyuyalım bakalım. Aa, ne oldu? Erken uyandı.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Kapı
Yes?
çaldı.
It is
Aa,
I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do
Hayda.
with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here.
Etmiyorum
You're
zaten.
not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Yok ya konuşalım
You might
azıcık.
be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I met my friends right next to the Skalitz Ale House. When we heard Deutsch praising Sigismund, our blood boiled. My mates decided to teach that fool to mind his tongue, so, thanks to us, Deutsch had to scrape horse shit off his newly whitewashed house.
How foul.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Babamla hayat üzerine konuştuk.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh,
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Ufuktan koca bir süre.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack,
How awful.
and then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages.
Aynen
who
kurtardık
came from
oğlum
far
biz
away.
onu. Önceki bölümü
I had
izlediyseniz.
Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
Aynen
I'll
öyle.
never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest
Unutamazsın
of my
oğlum
life.
böyle bir şey zaten ya.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God
Bilmiyorum.
alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for you, certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all.
You're still
But at
young.
least we were in the city. There was
Beautiful.
something going on.
Your best
now-
years are still ahead of you.
We're here. Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Sakın Henry. Ne oluyor lan? Rüya mı görüyoruz? Karabasan da bu bildiğimiz resmi.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward. Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Kimmiş bakalım bunlar, bizimkilerden mi acaba? Ya bizim can dolmamış. Lan oğlum ne yapıyorsun sen burada? Buradan mı? Ha buradan galiba.
We could hide out somewhere until it blows over.
Maybe.
Backstabbing swine, maybe.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivis sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Oğlum buraya bizi almaya falan gelmemişlerdir herhalde. İnşallah yani.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Rubber?
Sir Ansig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Dimmish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short... Is that...
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell. Good health, you. May the Lord watch over you.
Muhafız.
Jesus
Konuşalım
Christ be
bakalım.
praised.
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast. God be with you.
Uyuyorum ben. Uyuyacağım.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Look out!
Hadi 2 saat bekleyelim. Bir şey oldu mu? Herhalde hayır. Bir saat daha bekleyelim bakalım. Ne oluyor lan? Ne oluyor oğlum? Ne oluyor abi? Oy, manzara ne güzel. SS alalım. Oha! Oğlum burayı da bastılar.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oğlum hiçbir şey de yapamıyoruz ya. Adam gözümüzün önünde.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Hey,
Sir Robert ile mi konuşalım?
Damn.
Muhafız.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Arkadaş gitmemiz lazım bizim. Nasıl gideceğiz? Tamam, hangi tuşa basıp görevleri öğreneceğim? Görev günlüğü. Skalitz'te sevdiklerini görün, isteğe bağlı bir at bul, kaleden çık. Mecburen ya kaçacağız ya da başka bir çözüm bulacağız. Arkadaşlar ben de yemek yiyebilir miyim?
I hear our scouts found a fresh pile of Skalitz woods.
Not a thing.
Mary, mother of God.
End of the world is nigh. Mark my words. See? Plague?
Buradan mı çıkmamız lazım?
That trouble?
Kardeşim kapıyı açar mısın?
What do you need?
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you?
Kılık mı değiştireyim?
If a
Nasıl yapayım
Talmberg
onu?
soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Ha, o bizim yanlışlıkla girdiğimiz yerden bulabiliriz aslında. Dur bakayım. Biz buradan atlayamıyor mu? Galiba hayır. Çabuk çık. Çık.
Is there something you need?
Arkadaşlar kusura bakmayın bu arada. Şey sesi geliyor olabilir. Rüzgar sesi birazcık fazla rüzgarlı buralar bu sıralar. Yani camlar falan patlıyor. Hiç normal değil buradaki hava. Fırtına kopuyor burada. O yüzden sesi geliyor olabilir biraz. Kusura bakmayın bu yüzden. Maymuncuğu nereden alayım ki ben? Mecburen bir yerden maymuncuk bulacağız. Orada sorularda şey vardı. Tüccar nereden bulabilir? Tüccarda maymuncuk olabilir aslında. Bir bakalım. Çık çık çık. Böyle koş koş. Selamünaleyküm. Kolay gelsin, kolay gelsin. Bir de bizim bandaj tarzı bir şeyimiz var mı acaba ya? Canımız çok az çünkü. Oha! 300 şey ediyor. 300 dolar diyeyim ben. 300 dolar ediyor. Sargımız varmış bak. Yani sargılıyorsun. Kanaman yok. Nasıl can dolduracağım ben? Yatarak, uyuyarak can doldurabiliyoruz galiba sadece. Tüccarı nereden bulacağım ben? Tüccar nerede olabilir? O adam aslında sorarsak bilir de. Ne oldu lan? Burada bir yerde tüccar nerede olacak zaten? Kim o? Köylü. Köylü. Bunlar kim? Köylü. Köylü ve köylü. Sen köylü. Konuşan hepiniz köylü. Hepiniz köylüsünüz, tamam. Aa, bu mu? Yok, bu da köylü. Bu? Bu Ottawa kim lan? Bak bunda köylü yazmıyor. Kimmiş bu?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Ha, tamam. Tüccar bu. Hazine haritası. Suya maymuncuk. Sen bana 5 kaç paramız var? Tüccarın varlığı, itibarın 12 nokta bir tane alabiliriz yani. Aslında bir şeyler satsak ne satabiliriz? Bu olmaz. Topuz, uzun mesafeli ok. Dur bakayım. Bize 2 tane şey yok muydu ya normalde? Bu ne? Dur bakayım. Üstümdekilerde ne var şu an abicim? Fiyat arttı gözümün önünde. Gel pazarlık yapalım.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye.
Solda biri suya dil attı direkt. Yap teklifi. Maksimum
Since
bu
it's
kadar
you.
param vardı. Var zaten.
You won't convince me with that.
Param yok ki.
Forget it then.
Kel ya. Param yok. Ne yapacağım ki?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Param yok işte. Kral sorun orada. Satalım bir. Peynir satalım 2 tane. Bak 1.4'ten satıyoruz. Tamam mı? Verdim ben buna. Bak peyniri ne kadara satıyor bu? Aa yok da bu. Diğer bölümde adama veriyordum, adam geri daha pahalıya koyuyordu. Gerçi dur satmadım. Değil mi? Aynen. Pazarlık yap.
Let's talk about the
2.8
price.
tutuyordu normalde. Ben 3.1 yapacağım. Hadi al da git.
What about this?
Al git.
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
3.
What about this?
Ortada anlaşalım gel.
Close. Drop the price a bit
Allah
more
Allah.
and we'll shake on it.
Hadi al. Senin dediğin olsun.
Oh, that's a decent price.
1 kuruş için miydi bu gerçekten?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. May the Lord watch over you.
Nerede maymuncuk? Heh. Al. Gel pazarlık.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
$13.5.
Agree?
Well now. A little more and we'll shake on it.
Hadi 14'te
Is this
ortada anlaşalım.
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Kral. Zaten azıcık daha inersem senin dediğin fiyata geliyoruz.
Satisfied?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Allah Allah. İlla senin dediğin fiyat olacak aynen.
That's a sum I can live with.
Tamam aldık mı maymuncuğu şimdi biz? Bakalım. Maymuncuk tamam. Yalnız kırılmaz inşallah. Kırarsak biteriz çünkü. Yani oyunda maymuncuk kırılıyor mu onu da pek bilmiyorum ama. Aç kapıyı. Kapat. Tamam. Deneyelim bir şunda. Şimdi. Ne yapacağım? Aha. Aa açtım ben. Çok basitmiş oğlum. Al hepsini.
Hey, who's there?
Aşağı kata da bakacağım da biri bizi duydu galiba. Dur bakayım şunları bir giyelim. Zırh ağacı. Basit miğfer. Hangisi daha iyi acaba bundan? Herhalde bu daha iyidir ya. Bu ne? Eşarplı şeye benzedik. Kadına benzedik. Bu nasıl duruyor? Tamam bu daha iyi ya. Tamam. Aşağı katta biri yoktur inşallah. Tamam. Bakalım. Bu kilit çok zor mu? Zor. Oğlum bir deneseydim en azından. İçinde ne vardı acaba? Biri mi geldi? Ha yok, tamam. Bir an bir korktum da. Selamünaleyküm. Bak ben de sizdenim.
Jesus Christ be praised. God be with you.
Yola çıkmadan önce şuradan azıcık da tavuk alalım. Lan nasıl ya? Bir tavuk öldürdüm, 2 tane çıktı. Selamünaleyküm.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone, may the Lord watch over you.
Atı nereden bulacağız? Bize at lazım. Tüm yolu yürüyemem herhalde yani. Birinin atını çalsak diyeceğim de kimin atı vardır ki? İçeride atların olduğu bir bölüm vardı. Acaba oradan at çalabiliyor muyuz? Karakter çünkü zaten canı az, koşamıyor da. Bak şurada bir yerde at bölümü. Aha. En hızlı atı çalacağım. Dur bakayım. Ha, hız 28. Hız 31. Ha, bunu çalamıyoruz, bu kralın şeyi. 30. Tamam, şunu alalım o zaman.
Yeah. Don't move a finger.
Allah'a emanet. Kanka kapıyı açar mısın?
I'll slaughter.
Sıçtık. Lan şerefsiz, hani kapıyı açacaktın.
Surrender. You've committed a violation.
Abi bir dakika. Lan çekil. Oğlum. Oyun bitti. Oha! Ta buradan mı başladık ya? Ciddi misin?
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
Arkadaşlar buraları hızlandıracağım zaten aynı yer.
The place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take order.
Allah seni kahretmesin. Bir dışarıya yollamadın ya. Arkadaşlar selamünaleyküm. Azıcık yemekten bir yedim, hakkınızı helal edin. Kral çok tanıdık geliyorsun.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. God be with you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Is this enough?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied.
What about this?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Ne cimri bir adam
Oh,
ya.
that's a decent price.
Oh, I see. That's amusing.
Şununla konuşalım hemen.
Good day to you.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it.
My mother and father...
I'm sorry, my friend.
What am I supposed to think?
How should I... If a town...
All right.
God be with you.
God have mercy. What will you do?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Yeah, well.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not?
Is this enough?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
I heard them beat their prisoners and there are marks on their faces.
Aye,
Don't
I
worry.
saw them.
Heaven. Man-eaters.
What the fuck? I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe, good luck to you.
Evet arkadaşlar, tekrardan geldim buraya ben hızlıca. Zaten siz hızlandırılmış izlemişsinizdir. Aslında buradan at bulsak daha iyi olur çünkü karakter zaten koşamıyor. Hem köye de bir bakalım. Belki önemli bir şey falan buluruz. Hamam mı? Hamam bulduk. Lan Teresa. Selamünaleyküm. Aha. Biri var mı? Lan
What's the matter? Come on.
ben bir şey yapmadım.
I'll slaughter you.
Oğlum. Dur bir dur ya. Ya ciddi misin? Allah'ım ya. Ya o arkadaşlar burayı da hızlandırıyorum mecburen. Hatta direkt hızlandırmayacağım. Ya oraya da atlarım. Belki de hızlandırırım bilmiyorum ya.
What would you do there, lad?
My parents died.
God be with you.
Good day to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Good luck to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. May the Lord watch over you.
My respects to you.
I need to get...
And I...
My mother and...
I'm...
What am I supposed...
How should... If you tell...
All right.
Farewell. Look out. Hey, who's there?
What are you doing here? Get lost, or you'll have me to reckon with.
I need to get up.
Then God be with you.
Evet arkadaşlar. Bu sefer inşallah olacak artık yani. Bu sefer hiçbir şey yapmadan direkt gideceğim ya. Başlarım köyüne de şeyine de. Hazır ölüyoruz. Kılıcı hangi tuşla çekiyoruz? 2 mi? 2 mi? 2 1. Aynen bir tuşuyla. Şu oku da bir denesek mi acaba? Nasıl sıkıyor acaba? Ha şeyi de kuşanacağız. Dur bakayım uzun mesafeli ok. Ha. Boom. Aa alamıyor muyum geri? Ha. Çal mı? Lan zaten benim. Ben acaba o kadar yolu nasıl yürüyeceğim? Nasıl şey yapacağım? Hiçbir fikrim yok. At da bulamadık hazır. Zaten karakter yorgun. Uyuman da lazım bir yerde yani. Ha vardık.
Looks like they've already gone.
Oğlum. Herkesi çok fena mahvetmişler lan. Nereye gideceğim? Bu tarafa galiba. Aynen. O kim lan?
Hey, who's there? What's that?
Tamam dur.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Oh.
I'll let you go. But the weapon stays here.
Very well.
Alalım şunu da. Satarız. Şuraya bir yere oyun otomatik olarak okuma attı da. Nerede acaba? Ha şu oklar alabiliyor muyum? Armutu var mı? Şu oklar almaya... Lan! Yüzü tanıdık geliyor ama umarım düşündüğüm kişi değildir. Aa, dal parçasıymış ya. Ben de biri yaşıyor mu dedim de bir. O baltası varmış, alalım. Şimdi yorumlarda şey falan diyen olur. Abi ölüyü niye yağmalıyor? Ya oğlum ölmüş zaten, oyun ayrıca bu. Ama gerçek olacak hali yok. Oğlum. Çok kötü deşmişler herkes ya, bildiğiniz. Şerefsizler. Oğlum. Adamı asmışlar. Adam mı kadın mı?
Hey!
Şerefsiz.
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Alanımız dolmak üzere, daha fazla almayalım. Çok önemli bir şey olursa alırız. Kim var orada mı? Gel gel.
Tired of life, are you?
Bakalım ne varmış. Çok pahalı ne var? Bu var. Şu var. Şu var. Oha. Maşallah var. Yani. Bir de şu baltasını da alalım. Yere bir şeyler atabiliyor muyuz? Dursana bir dakika. Sen ne atabiliriz? Yiyelim onun yerine. Şunu mesela ye. Ye. Tamam. Şimdi yok, yine aynıyız. Dur bakayım, şu baltaları satarız ya, boş ver. Koşamayalım da. Şimdilik nasıl yapabiliriz? Yiyecek elmaları göm mesela. Koksun. Dur bakayım. Şuradan en ucuz baltayı mesela bırak. Tamam mısın şimdi? Yok, hala koşamıyor. Şu baltayı da bırak, bak mesela, bak bu da ucuzmuş. Bırak. Zırhlara bakalım. Şöyle çok ucuz mesela, gereksiz bir şey var mı? Bu bizim çizmemiz zaten, bu olmaz. Dirsek zırhımız var mıydı bizim? Yoksa takalım. Yokmuş. Tamam, tak bunu. Ayakkabımız bu daha kaliteli galiba. Tamam. Bizimki hala koşamıyor. Zırh deri dar yelek mi? Giy bakayım. Bırak ya, onu da bırak. Boşver. Ha tamam, şimdi koşabiliyoruz. Aa, çok yedik diye beceriksiz olduk lan. Arkadaşlar, kapı sesi, yani rüzgarın sesi gerçekten geliyorsa harbiden kusura bakmayın, çünkü acayip rüzgar var ve engelleyebileceğim bir şey yok. Fitillerden geliyor ses. Odamda 3 havalandırma yeri var. 2 tane balkon, bir tane pencere olunca mutlaka ses gelebiliyor yani. Vay be. Aa, orada biri mi var, bana mı öyle geliyor? Gel gel. Gel buraya. Şş, dur, gizlice gideceğim bunun yanına.
What's that? What have we got here? Entertainment.
Aha.
Great. Giving up.
Ne vuruyorsun oğlum? Bakalım, çok pahalı neyi var? Bu var. Bir de bu var. Tamam. Okum var değil mi? Tamam. Bu adamın neyi varmış da yağmalayayım? Ekmeği var oğlum adamın. Nesini yağmalamış? Oğlum mahvolmuş lan burası.
He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
Tamam, biz de harbiden kaçmak biraz korkakça oldu ya.
In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon him like me.
Nerede annemiz ve babamız? Buradalar.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me?
Oğlum çok zor bir durum ya.
Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again.
Ya babamız da bize kılıç kullanmayı öğretseymiş yani. Başkası da. Bunun gibi bir olay olduğunda.
I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you.
Aa, köpek sesi mi lan? Oğlum biri var bu arada, birinin de sesi geliyor hatta. Havla bakayım bir daha. Şu mu lan? Aynen oradalar bak. Ne yapıyor oğlum onlar orada? Nasıl gireceğim ben oraya ki?
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Mishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Didn't that mutt the butchers?
Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
Seems to me that dog knows exactly why he's going for you. You're picking dead men's pockets.
What do you care what I'm doing? What are you doing?
Önce
I
ben
asked what
sordum
you do.
birader.
How
Hayırdır?
about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest.
Allah Allah.
Go away and leave me in peace.
Teresa'ya ne oldu aga?
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the river? Well, fled the king and they meant to violate her. God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune.
Allah Allah.
Right
Oğlum
now,
ben
I
bunu
gotta take care
döverim
of
ha.
myself.
We see a cunt
Lan.
remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Bak bak bak. Sen yumrukla mı öldüreceksin beni? Gel bakayım buraya. Oğlum niye vuramıyorum lan? Gelsene oğlum buraya. 2 yumruk attın kaçtın, ne oldu? Buraya gel. Oku çeksene.
Take care of here first. Oh, how I wish to be comforted. First I must bury my parents.
Nereye koydu lan küreği? Heh, al şunu.
Easy there, boy. You know me. A good master won't be leaving easily.
Oğlum yağmalı adamda ne varmış Allah için? Şuna bak. Ne yapacağım bunu? Şerefsiz herif. Yağmala derken aga be, üstlerinde zaten bir şey bile yapmışlar. Vay be. Vay be. Orada biri mi var? Yoksa ağaç falan mı? Ağaçmış. Tamam, kaz bakalım oraya.
You're gonna like it.
Başla kazmaya. Oğlum tipe bak lan.
So, let's get to it.
Oğlum acaba köpek sahiplenebiliyoruz mu oyunda? Ne oluyor lan? Bir anda arada müzik girdi.
Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword? Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek? Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers?
Oğlum kim
Ready
la
to
bu?
rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you.
Allah Allah.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
Gel.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
Hadi bakalım. Kim kimi dövüyor, gel. O tek yedim arkadaşlar. Evet. Çok zorlu bir dövüştü gerçekten.
You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers!
Oy.
The games are over.
Hayda. Kral ya. Kılıcı aldılar mı lan? İnşallah almışlardır. Öldük mü? Herhalde ölmemişizdir. Uyanış mı? Ne yapacağım? Anne babanı kurtar.
Necat mi bu işler?
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Where am I? In Scat.
We're at my uncle's mill.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was...
My parents. I wanted to bury them.
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same.
Birkaç gün sonra. Oha oğlum.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
Beni nasıl bulmuş?
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. And then...
Daha da sonra. Oğlum kaç gündür uyuyoruz?
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed.
Well enough to do what has to be done.
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's...
I know, Sir Radzig.
If you insist. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and...
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Oha, 2 hafta
in bed than an
ne?
eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life. And I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Evet. Eşyalarını sandıktan al. Nerede? Heh. Hepsi. Hepsi burada değil mi? Bak bizim kılıç nerede? Burada mı? Aynen burada. Tamam hepsi burada. İntikam. Şurada bir önce bir tüccar bulsak iyi olurdu ya. Buralarda bir yerde tüccar var mı acaba? Ek paket mi? Ha, Royal Edition aldığım için onları etkinleştirdi. Aa bizim köpek. Gel lan. Ne haber? Buraya buraya. Okur yazar olma. Aa okuyamadım. Gitti. Yaz gitti. Şuna soru sorabiliyorsak soralım.
Have you eaten yet?
Yedim. Evet çok
Yes,
güzel.
it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Tüccar var mı burada tüccar?
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
Bir şey sormak
I'd like to
istiyorum.
know.
Yok.
That's all.
Bir şey soracağım. Hepsi bu kadar. Dur bakayım. Aa sen misin tüccar? Yok la bu. Başka biri.
Hey!
Bana baktığınız için teşekkür ederim.
My
Bu
name's
bunun
Henry.
babası herhalde.
Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa.
Ha, yeğeniymiş.
She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you
Ben
prove to me
yaparım, sen
you're a
rahat
clever
ol.
lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Olur. Ne yapmamı istiyorsun?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and
Ha.
bring it to someone else.
Yakalanmadan derken
And not get
hırsızlık
caught
mı
while
yapacağım
you're
lan?
doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking...
Hadi anlat
Prepared
bakalım.
for just about anything, but that's a bit much.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate, Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried...
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first. Still a human...
I think I've already heard more than I need to.
What's your map? If there's any problem, come...
Thanks. I'll need it.
Oh, and, watch... May the Lord watch over you.
Aga burada ne oldu lan? Niye ağlıyorsun? Uy yerim seni yerim. Bizde kürek yok mu ya zaten? Olması lazım. Neyse dur bakalım. Şurada A var. O A'da. Bir dakika. Bu değmenin ölü adamın yüzüğünü al. Sonra sik. Tamam. Peki şu ne? Bu. Ha, DLC bunlar. Biz şimdi ana görevden ilerleyelim de. Sonra Radzi'yi işte söyleyemiyorum ya. Onu görmeye gidelim. Dilim dönmüyor. Şu an ne zıplayabiliyorum ne koşabiliyorum. Çok ağır üstümüzdekiler. Şu şeye gidelim de satacağım hepsini ya. Ne var ne yok. Üstümüze de bir şeyler giyelim. Hangisi daha şey acaba onların? Dur bakayım. Konuşma. 5 2 4 2 tamam bu daha iyi. Giy bunu. Basit miğfer. 6 2 tamam bu çok daha iyi. Eski çizmeyi boşver. Tamam. Dur bakayım hangisi daha iyi? 2 4 8 9 1 2 4 tamam şu daha iyi. Örgü yaka zırhı. Giy bunu. Tamam bunu da giy. Bu 2 2 1 bir tane daha vardı galiba bildiğim kadarıyla. Yokmuş. Bakayım. Tamam bu ikisini aynı anda giyebiliyoruz değil mi? Takviyeli siyah takkeyi de giy. Gerçi yok ya çıkart bunu her şeyi de giymeyelim. Tamam. Ayakkabı başka yok muydu ya? Galiba sadece bu varmış. Aynen. Hadi giyelim bunu da. Gidelim. Bir dakika. Şey yok mu? Pijama nerede? Ha. İkisi de aynı bunların. Başka bir şey var mı? Onun dışında. Galiba yok. Tamam. Gidelim bakalım göreve. Gel şu silahlarımızı da takalım. Tak bunu. Buna tamam, diş budak. Tamam. Ok kaç tane okumuz var? 5 tane mi? Yok lan, 5 tane değildir ya. Kaç tane? 19 tane. Şu kaliteli oktan bir tane mi var gerçekten mi? Daha iyi uzun mesafe. Bundan da bir tane var galiba. Üstümüzdekileri satarsak bayağı paramız olur. Koşamıyoruz ya. Zıplayamıyoruz ya. Koşamıyoruz ya. Bazen bir araya nokta aceleyle varmamız gerekir. Hızlı yolculuk yapabiliyor muymuşuz? Dur bakayım mesela. Deneyelim. Tamam. Nasıl yapacağım? Olmuyor galiba ya. Haritada hızlı yolculuk edebileceğiniz bütün yerleri göreceksiniz. Sadece gidebileceğiniz yeri seçin ve onaylayın. Tamam.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kobyla of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Öyle bir imkan yok kardeşim. Sen yolumdan çekil yeter. Ne yapıyorsun abi?
How? What are you doing here? I took you for
Ne
dead.
ölmesi lan?
Oh, it's a long story. But what about
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. Then, in the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside.
So do I. You tricked them nicely.
Oğlum sen manyak mısın lan? Daha gülüyor ya. Tipe bak. Merhabalar.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Eyvallah eyvallah. Kolay gelsin. Selamünaleyküm. Burada değil galiba. Bir üst tarafta mı? Ha şurada galiba ya. Bak herkes açıklama yapıyorum, sen de sorarsan döverim. Heh tamam.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit.
Toprak derken?
Deep fucking shit.
Oğlum bu adama ne olmuş?
You agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm
bir an
hardly
şu
going to
şey
disagree.
sandım ya.
Indeed. But Birchstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
Well, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about?
Bu
I
adam
won't lie,
gitmemizi
sir,
istiyor
I
herhalde.
don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taumberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eke me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones?
Be that as it may.
Oo 2 saate yaklaşıyor.
My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my
Biraz
father...
daha
So,
oynayıp
you'd
bırakalım.
like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will...
Uyanış. Demek öyle. Uyanış ha. Ağır itmen kolay dövüş. Eğitim alanına git ve yüzbaşı Bernard ile konuş. Kral, ondan önce beni bir artık tüccara yollayın ya. Koşamıyorum, edemiyorum. Konuşabiliyor musun sen de? Ha, gelsene bir.
Good day to you.
Tüccar nerede?
And another thing.
Tüccar var mı? Scarlet Lord'u. Lord'un Serhans. Yok, öyle bir soru yok.
Have you met the local lord?
Sir Hanush.
Thanks.
O kadar soru var.
God be with you.
Şeyi soramıyoruz ya, tüccara. Biz kendimiz mi bulacağız acaba? Ya ben burada tüccarı nasıl bulayım ki? Lan bir yemeğimizi de yiyelim. Kazan var burada. Şu özellikleri bir dağıtalım. Oyuncu. Hiç özelliğimiz mi yok? Ana seviye. İlk yardımımız zaten var. Sargı kullanmanı sağlar. Tamam. Zor şartlarda yetiştim. Bu yüzden yataklar sende ters çalışıyor. Yatak ne kadar kötü olursa o kadar iyi uyuyorsun. Ne oldu? Keşif hızlı seyahatin görüş mesafesini aşırı şekilde arttırır. Yemek yemeden %30 daha uzun dayanırsın. Ancak acıktığından etkileri %20 daha kötü olur. Bunlar çok da güzel değilmiş yani. Kaçak hapisten çıktıktan sonraki ceza olmuş. Bilmem ne. Kasabalı. Köylerde, kasabalarda ve yakın çevrelerinde artı bir güç, çeviklik, sinirlik ve konuşma bonusu alırsın. Dur bakalım. Başka bir şey var mı? Çeviklikte falan şimdilik yok. Aa, köpek. Bağırma lan. Aha. Koşamıyorum ki. Dur, vurma, dur. Tamam. Dur lan dur. Allah Allah.
You'll pay for this. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men. I dread to think what he'll do when he finds out.
What of it? The law applies to everyone.
That's too much. I don't have that much coin.
You'll still have to pay the penalty. Looks like you'll have to sit it out in jail.
Jail? All right, let's go and get it over with quick.
Videoyu 2. saatte bitireceğim bu arada. 8 dakika kalmış ama montaj şeyini oradan hesaplarsak 2,5 saatte falan bitiririm videoyu. Ve süremiz bitti. Kesinlikle başarımı almak için yaptım arkadaşlar. Öğleden önce görelim mi? Tamam. Aç burayı. Oyun seslerine ne oldu ya? Heh, tamam, şimdi gelmeye başladı. Dur bakayım, terasayı görelim. Bu mu? Hadi gidelim bakalım oraya. Öğleden önce gördü ya da ben nasıl şey yapayım ki? Koşamıyorum bile.
Hey!
Ne oldu? Kolay gelsin. Burası çıkmaz sokak mı?
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat actually.
Tamam, yeriz babacım, bir dur. Ben nereden çıkacağım ya? Dur bakayım, önce bir yemek yiyelim de. Niye yiyemiyorum abicim? Vallahi yiyemiyorum. Niye yemedim ben de anlamadım. Al bakalım. Al bunu da. Alanımız zaten dolu. Fındık. Fındık, fıstık ne varsa al. Tamam. Bu ne lan? Topuz. Kendi sopa bilmem ne, gerek yok. Hadi buranın da kalkanından bir tutam alalım. Ok lazım oluyor. Ok alalım. Aa bak, kılıçlar. Yaverin kılıcı al. Çarpıcı al baboli. Gürbüz al. Bizimki bayıldı, bayılacak. En azından şuradan çıkart da öyle bayılalım. Dur bakayım. Böyle dinleniyor mu? Galiba hayır. Bizimki yürüyememeye de başladı. Dur bakayım, aldıklarımızdan şey olanlarını atalım geri. Silah gel bakayım. Oh. Oha. Ben hangisini kullanıyordum? Dur bakayım, ben bunu kullanıyorum. 290, 234. Oha oğlum. Bizimki daha iyi de. Açlıktan öleceksin lan. Yemek yiyemiyoruz ki. Ha, tamam. Soğan. Soğan ye. Peynir ye. Elmaların hepsini ye ya. Ekmeğe de ye. Şeker var. Ye. Azıcık da ondan iç. Soğan. Tamam, satarız onlara. Tamam, bu benim. Bunun yüzünden hapse girdim zaten. Yürü git lan. Oğlum hareket edemiyoruz. Buraları hızlandıracağım arkadaşlar. Bu yüzden konuşmuyorum. Hızlandıracağım.
change for you? Jesus Christ be praised.
What kind of governor is...
Niye iş konuşamıyoruz abi adamla? Ha. Ben niye iş konuşamıyorum?
Not yet, we don't. Give me a
Ha. İş konuşalım. Satacağımız öncelikle bu. Sonra adamın varlığı 280. Şimdi direkt bir tane kılıcı da satabiliriz. İyi olur. Ben bunu kullanıyordum değil mi? Yaverin kılıcı. Buz. Ne diyeyim ona? Zırhlara bakalım bir. Pek de iyi fiyata satılmıyormuş aslında ya. Sat bunu da. Hangisi daha iyi bunun? Oo, bu daha kötü. Sonra avoku 9 30 tamam. Porsuk ağacı. Şu ikisine. Tamam. Dur. Bazı şeyleri bırakmamız lazım galiba. Tamam. Bunu da bırak. Bunu da bırak. Hatta bunu da bırak ya. Şunları satsak yeter bence. Pazarlık yapalım bir de.
No, no. That looks like stolen goods. I won't buy that.
Hayda. Adam... Abicim mal mısın? Hissettin mi? Ne yaptın anasını satayım?
Do you want to get me in trouble? Don't try selling me stolen goods.
Tamam lan, anladık. Öyle olsun. Lan oğlum çalmasak ne? Başımız belaya giriyor. Bakkal mı? Kasap. Etkinlik sahibi, görev veren. Simya tezgahı. Dinlenebileceğimiz bir yer yok mu ya? Görev teorisi. Görev veren falan. Zırh ustası. Terzi. Simya tezgahı. Katip simya tezgahı. Dinlenecek bir yer yok mu yani? Neyse Teresa'nın orada uyuruz ya. Dur bakayım. Buraya gitmemiz lazım galiba. Başka çıkışı yok mu oranın? Galiba yok. Bakayım azıcık yiyecek yiyelim. Bunlar ne olmuş? Bozulmuş mu bunlar? Niye şey olmuyor? Uygula derken dur bakayım, mesela buna uyguladığımızda ne fark ediyor? Neyse sen bunu ye. Koşamıyorum. Kolay gelsin. Arkadaşlar oraya kadar yürümemi hızlandıracağım. Bir yemek gömelim. Lan oğlum eve attık yanlışlıkla. Nerede aga okum? Yok. Teresa neredesin? Aha burada.
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
Hey, lad. Don't you want a little wager on the ratte tourney?
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. And where would you care to go?
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Azıcık uyusam olur mu?
Well, I never.
Bir dakika, bir azıcık
Is someone there?
bir azıcık uyusam.
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
It's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug.
Hadi görüşürüz. Çok yavaşsın.
God.
Koş. Ama benim canım az. Haksızlık. Çok geride kalmışsın oğlum.
That was fun.
Evet.
Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Çok güzel. Diğerleriyle aynı ya.
I don't know. I suppose it's a job like any other.
I don't believe a word of it. If you ask me, you're loving every minute and you don't want to make me envious.
Allah Allah.
Now then.
Ah, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
The only one here whose head is all messed up is me. How do you always manage to look so good?
Just look at the lady killer. Where did you learn to talk that way?
I don't recall which church service it was exactly.
You scoundrel. But you certainly know how to make a girl feel special. You may continue. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
I don't want to give anyone an excuse to gossip. Maybe another time.
Fancy doing something again?
I'd love to, Henry, but not just now. Come and see me. You've got to let a girl catch her breath now and then.
Tamam. Uzman sanki, anasını satayım kendini. Oo, ne haber? 2 gün olmuş ya. Kaç dakika olmuş? 2,5 saat olmuş hatta. Arkadaşlar, bu videoyu burada bitirelim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Abone olmayı unutmayın. Hoşça kalın.